Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to hang out with us today. If you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at Drizzlerworks Music, or just click on the link in this video. There we have calming and study music to chill out to or for your next grind. Your support helps us reach good people like yourself. So with that said, how to test your emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is a cornerstone of a well-adjusted life, impacting everything from personal relationships to career success. It's not about suppressing emotions, but rather understanding, processing, and responding to them in a healthy, constructive manner. While there's no single test with a definitive score, several key indicators can help you gauge your own emotional maturity. Let's explore these facets to better understand where you stand and how you can cultivate greater emotional strength. Self-awareness, the foundation of emotional maturity. At its core, emotional maturity begins with self-awareness. This isn't just about knowing your favorite color or what makes you laugh. It's a deep understanding of your own emotional landscape. Identifying and labeling emotions. Can you accurately identify what you're feeling in the moment? Is it frustration, sadness, anger, joy, anxiety? Mature individuals don't just feel bad or good, they can pinpoint the specific emotion. This precision allows for targeted responses. Understanding emotional triggers. What situations, words, or people tend to provoke strong emotional responses in you? A mature person recognizes these triggers and can anticipate their reactions, giving them a chance to choose a different response. For example, if you know certain criticisms make you defensive, you can mentally prepare to listen actively rather than react impulsively. Recognizing physical manifestations. Emotions aren't just in your head, they manifest physically. Do you feel a tightening in your chest when anxious, or a flush of heat when angry? Being attuned to these bodily signals can be an early warning system, allowing you to intervene before an emotion escalates. Acknowledging strengths and weaknesses. Emotional maturity involves an honest appraisal of your own character. It means understanding your emotional resilience, your capacity for empathy, and also acknowledging areas where you might struggle, such as patience or conflict resolution. Emotional regulation, managing your inner world. Self-awareness is the first step. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage those identified emotions effectively. This doesn't mean bottling them up, but rather channeling them productively. Responding versus reacting. This is a crucial distinction. An immature response is often impulsive, driven by the immediate emotional surge. A mature response is considered thoughtful and aimed at a constructive outcome. Instead of yelling when angry, a mature person might take a deep breath, articulate their feelings calmly, or step away to cool down. Delaying gratification. Emotional maturity often involves the ability to forego immediate satisfaction for a greater long-term benefit. This applies to impulses as well. Can you resist the urge to lash out, knowing it will damage a relationship, even if it feels good in the moment? Coping mechanisms. Do you have healthy strategies for dealing with stress, sadness, or anger? Mature individuals develop a repertoire of positive coping mechanisms like exercise, meditation, journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or engaging in hobbies. Immature coping might involve avoidance, substance abuse, or lashing out. Bouncing back from setbacks. Resilience. Life is full of disappointments. Emotional maturity is evident in your ability to recover from these setbacks, learn from them, and move forward without being consumed by negativity or despair. It's not about never feeling sad, but about not letting sadness paralyze you. Empathy. Connecting with others. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's a cornerstone of healthy relationships and a hallmark of emotional maturity. Perspective. Can you put yourself in someone else's shoes and genuinely try to see a situation from their point of view, even if you disagree with it? This requires stepping outside your own biases and assumptions. Active listening. Beyond just hearing words, active listening involves truly understanding the emotions behind what someone is saying and reflecting that understanding back to them. It shows you're engaged and that you care. Compassion. Empathy often leads to compassion, a desire to alleviate the suffering of others. A mature individual doesn't just understand another's pain, they feel moved to offer support or kindness. Recognizing nonverbal cues. A significant portion of communication is nonverbal. Can you pick up on subtle cues like body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions to understand another person's emotional state? Responsibility and accountability. Owning your actions. Emotionally mature individuals take ownership of their thoughts, feelings, and actions. They don't shy away from accountability. Accepting consequences. When you make a mistake, can you acknowledge it without defensiveness and accept the natural consequences? This is a sign of integrity and maturity. Avoiding blame. Immature individuals often default to blaming others or external circumstances for their problems. A mature person looks inward first, asking, "What was my role in this?" Making amends. If your actions have harmed someone, are you willing to sincerely apologize and try to make things right? This requires humility and courage, commitment and follow-through. Do you honor your commitments? Can others rely on you to do what you say you will? This demonstrates reliability and a mature understanding of responsibility. Adaptability and flexibility. Navigating change. Life is constant change. Emotional maturity allows you to navigate these shifts with grace and effectiveness. Embracing change. Rather than resisting change, can you see it as an opportunity for growth or a natural part of life? Mature individuals understand that clinging to the past can hinder progress. Problem-solving skills. When faced with unexpected challenges, do you approach them with a problem-solving mindset, or do you get bogged down in anxiety and helplessness? Openness to new ideas. Can you consider viewpoints that differ from your own without feeling threatened? A mature person is intellectually curious and open to learning. Managing uncertainty. Life rarely offers guarantees. Emotional maturity equips you to tolerate ambiguity and uncertainty without excessive distress, trusting in your ability to adapt. Effective communication. Building bridges. How you communicate is a direct reflection of your emotional maturity. Assertiveness, not aggression. Can you express your needs, opinions, and boundaries clearly and respectfully without resorting to aggression or passive aggression? Constructive conflict resolution. When disagreements arise, do you seek solutions that respect all parties? Or do you focus on winning or avoiding conflict altogether? Clear and direct expression of feelings. Instead of hinting, passive-aggressively complaining, or expecting others to read your mind, can you articulate your feelings directly and appropriately? For example, I feel frustrated when, instead of, "You always make me feel," giving and receiving feedback. Can you offer constructive criticism without being judgmental? And can you receive feedback about yourself without becoming defensive? Patience and tolerance. Cultivating inner calm. These virtues are often overlooked but are vital indicators of emotional maturity. Patience with self and others. Do you allow for imperfections and mistakes both in yourself and in those around you? Understanding that growth takes time is a sign of maturity. Tolerance for differences. Can you coexist peacefully and respectfully with people who have different beliefs, lifestyles, or personalities? Managing frustration. When things don't go your way, or when faced with delays, can you maintain your composure rather than erupting in anger or despair? How to cultivate emotional maturity. If you recognize areas where you'd like to grow, here are some actionable steps. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This builds self-awareness. Journaling. Regularly writing down your emotions and the events that trigger them can provide valuable insights. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends, family, or colleagues for honest feedback on your emotional responses. Learn from mistakes. After an emotional outburst or a poor decision, reflect on what happened, what you could have done differently, and what you learned. Develop healthy coping strategies. Actively incorporate stress-reducing activities into your routine. Practice empathy. Make a conscious effort to understand others' perspectives in conversations. Read and learn. Books and resources on emotional intelligence can offer valuable tools and insights. Consider therapy or coaching. A professional can provide guidance and strategies for emotional growth. Emotional maturity is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It involves continuous self-reflection, learning, and conscious effort. By regularly assessing yourself against these indicators and actively working on areas of growth, you can build a more resilient, empathetic, and fulfilling life. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I have more videos, so feel free to watch them as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.